A last-minute adventure vacation. Just board the next plane and take off. Trips like these can be booked at every large German airport. Our reporter Mischa Heuer tried it out. From Berlin, he first flies to Frankfurt. That's where the chances are best to get away fast. The banking metropolis has the world's 9th largest airport, with 700 flights departing every day.
I'm one of those people who like to plan their holiday on short notice, but today I don't even know where I'm headed. I'm just going to get on the next plane bound for a European city that I've never visited before.
Germany's biggest last-minute tour operator, L Tour, has plenty of empty seats, but trips to cities are rather expensive. If Mischa were staying longer than 3 days, it would be cheaper. The more flexible a traveler is, the cheaper the prices. Mischa asks the salesman what kind of people book last minute.
Various kinds of people book with us. It ranges from students and young people to professors. People of all classes who want to save a little money when booking a nice vacation.
After about 20 minutes, our reporter finds a round-trip flight to Sweden for about 500 euros.
Yeah, so now it's Stockholm, and I'm very excited because I always wanted to go there.
But our reporter doesn't get away as fast as he thought. He has to wait 5 hours for the takeoff. So the first day of vacation is half over, and then the trip begins. An hour and a half later, he's in the Swedish capital. His first challenge is to find his way around and exchange some euros for Swedish krona. Sweden is in the European Union, but not in the Eurozone. Mischa then takes a bus. The journey into town takes 30 minutes. He's a bit restless since he hasn't booked a hotel. So he asks for advice from passers-by.
Have you got a recommendation for a good hotel here in Stockholm?
No, it's my first time here.
So where do you stay?
I stay with my girlfriend.
Okay, I can't sleep there. Thanks. Have you got a recommendation for a good hotel here in Stockholm, right here in the center?
No, I don't.
No, I'm not from Stockholm.
No idea.
So now I've asked 10 people, still no recommendation. I just try to go to the center now and have a look.
He gets a room at the second hotel he tries. The concierge tells him people without reservations come in every day, and there's a double room free. Spontaneous travel is pretty exciting so far. The next morning, Mischa realizes he won't need the sweater or the swimsuit he packed just in case. Now it's time to go sightseeing. He's seen the Royal Palace on television, but seeing it live is different. His timing is perfect. He arrives just in time for the changing of the guard. It's quite a spectacle for tourists. Afterwards, he decides he'd like to look out over the whole of Stockholm. The City Hall with its 100-meter tower is Stockholm's most famous landmark, visible from afar. And from the tower, Mischa can look out over the city, which stretches across 14 islands. Now, Mischa has run out of ideas, so he decides to be really spontaneous. He talks to the first tour group he sees.
May I ask you a question? Are you here on a sightseeing trip?
Yes, we are here for a sightseeing trip.
Can we join you?
When you will.
The group is from Austria and intends to travel 9,000 kilometers in the bus in 12 days, all the way to the North Cape and back. They'll spend only 2 hours in Stockholm's Old City, but Mischa will get a free tour, including a peek at Stockholm's smallest public statue. Spontaneity paid off because otherwise Mischa would have never discovered all the sights. And it helped that the tour guide herself is a big fan of spontaneous trips.
All the preparations people make sometimes don't work out. And sometimes they get the wrong idea about a place. If you come spontaneously, you have no preconceptions, and you learn the most, especially from the locals.
Mischa takes that advice again in the evening when he checks out the nightlife. But he doesn't go to just any bar. A group of locals tell him that tonight is the final party of Fashion Week. They let him join up with them, and he suddenly finds himself in the Café Opera at the most exclusive party in town, despite its strict guest list. Where the catwalk was a few hours ago, the good times now roll.
At the end of the day, I can say that this was definitely not my last spontaneous trip. There's really something to be said about not knowing where you're headed.
Time to write a postcard to his Euromaxx colleagues with best wishes and a request to be allowed to stay a little longer. Spontaneously, of course.